It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Or won't you be? My nigger. Come on with your stock motion city. I wonder did he build this? Yo, Mr. Rodgers might be the first ASMR to be broadcast. This nigga was so soft spoken. Look at it. Hello. Look at his house. Is it all tranquil and serene? Why this nigga always happy?
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Look at him. Big ass eyebrows.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood.
Yo, they gotta go to red sweater.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Yo, Mr. Rodgers was booked and busy. You could tell he just getting off a corporate job. Now he gotta come and watch our badass kids.
Always wanted to live in a neighborhood
and sing this fucking cringy ass song. Catchy, yeah, cringy.
Beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say.
Take off his loafers. Put on his Tom Fords. I'm playing Tom Fords, ain't got no laces.
Won't you please? Won't you please? Please, won't you be?
Well, Mr. Rodgers probably had all the white ladies out here soaking like a motherfucker. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood, man. Let's talk about it real quick. Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood. Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood. That name and that song brings more nostalgic to me than the actual show itself. I could not tell you one key point from a fucking episode. Like, I'm pretty sure that he was one of those people that was like, today's episode, we're going to talk about families, or we're going to talk about problem solving and all this other shit. And it's like, you know, who's your demographic? Who's your demographic? Because none of the shit that you talking. How you make a egg sandwich?
Damn, ham,
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But that's what you have to watch. I feel like the only reason why we watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood because majority of us before they were streaming. To all those out here before they were streaming, there was this thing called cable. And sometimes when you didn't have cable, it was a select amount of channels that you can watch. Mind blowing, right? Why not just go on YouTube? What? That wasn't a fucking thing back then, okay? So when you didn't have cable, niggas, and you only had a select few channels, the channels be Telemundo, the Cooking Network, was still Wilkins and Murray and Jerry Springer and all the Judge shows and PBS Kids. And if you're a child, that's the only channel you had that had cartoons. Unless it was a Saturday morning, then you had the WB and you had Saturday morning cartoons. But we talking about general after school. My man paid a motherfucking cable bill or whatever. You know what's stacked against the people of our. You know what's going on. So when you ain't have the means to watch TV, your Disney channels, your Cartoon Networks, your Nickelodeons of the world, niggas. This is what we had. This is what the fuck we had. PBS Kids, fucking Cyber Chase and Clifford the Big Red Dog and Arthur and Read Between the Lions and all this other bullshit, Caillou and all this other stuff, you know. And then when you just couldn't, and I think that it wasn't even about entertainment. It was the fact that it was just colorful, and we just gonna watch it. Cause one thing about Mr. Rogers, he has a bland ass background, but it's still mad colorful. It's like a perfect blend. And he's bland as fucking the goddamn self. I always thought it was funny. And I think that Mr. Rogers was popular because A, a white man, and B, like you can't deny that his show was like, you could tell it's for people that have like certain learning defects or certain people that just have a problem focusing. Because his show, it requires you to focus. Like, it's so quiet, he's so soft spoken, and it's required for your attention. And I think that's really what it was for. Like niggas that don't sit still. You know. Also, while we on the subject, I think the greatest thing that they could have ever did with Mr. Rogers But give this nigga an album because he was dropping hits after hits after hits. Can't make this shit up, man. Mr. Rodgers, bro. Put on my sweater, man. I had to tap into my inner Mr. Rodgers, bro. But yo, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, Twitter, that's X Official. Peace out.
Fuck these niggas thought you ain't going for it while you acting gangsta. Make my killers draw the choke. While I'm up on the stage, you reach for my chain. Them choppers, they coming behind me. Let's sell the boy, put two to his brain and soul his way his mind. Got locked in that cell, he told this boy wasn't ready for the time. If them crackers they coming, you know that I'm running somewhere where they can't find. No, I can't trip up off that shit. When we on defense, I send a blitz. When I say go, they go get extra money for the niggas that know we ain't hit. I can feel the pressure.